This is a live Channels television event.
Of TETFund, Dr. Hadiza Ismail. We also have our Deputy Vice Chancellor, Development Services, Professor Folusho Ebun Afolabi Leshi. Seated close to the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Development Services, is our Registrar and Secretary to the Governing Council of University of Lagos, Mrs. Victoria Abosede Wycliffe. The Bursar of University of Lagos is also here, Mrs. Oluwafumilola Yetunde Adekule FCA. We'd like to recognize the large entourage from the University of Birmingham, but not leaving out the Country Director, British Council Nigeria, Donna McGowan. You are recognized. All principal officers of the University of Lagos, a round of applause for all of them, please. All my deans that are here, colleagues and members of the Fourth Estate of the Realm, it's an absolute pleasure to welcome you to this very auspicious occasion. Without wasting much time, may I humbly and respectfully invite the Vice Chancellor of University of Lagos, Professor Folashade Tolulope Ogushola, OON, FAS, as she addresses this gathering. Let's give her a round of applause, please.
The Honorable Minister of Education, Dr. Tunji Alausa, the Executive Secretary, NUC, Professor Abdullahi Ribadu, the Executive Secretary, TETFund, Architect Sonia Chono, ably represented by Dr. Hadiza Ismail, the Deputy High Commissioner, Mr. John Baxter, the Provost, University of Birmingham, Professor Nick Vaughan Williams, members of the University Management, the Director, British Council, Nigeria, Dr. Donna McGowan, the Barling Chair of Surgery, University of Birmingham, Professor Dion Morton, members of the University of Birmingham delegation here, members of the university community, students, invited guests, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen of the press. Today marks a historic milestone in the Nigeria-UK academic collaboration with the signing of an MoU to develop a framework for the University of Lagos, University of Birmingham transnational education collaboration. The University of Lagos and the University of Birmingham partnership has been nurtured for more than 10 years. Through mutually beneficial research and academic programs in global surgery. The collaboration reflects a growing emphasis on equitable global partnerships in higher education and responds to the increasing demand for internationally competitive university education. The Nigeria Institute of Health Research and the Global Surgery Unit has established GSU in 37 institutions across all geopolitical zones in Nigeria, delivering over a dozen studies. These have resulted in 15% reduction in SSIs through behavioral change, which have been translated into the Federal Ministry of Health policy and adopted as practice. Another impact of these collaboration has been the commencement of the Master of Science of Surgery at the College of Medicine here at the University of Lagos, and also mentorship of over 120 University of Lagos students and over 1,000 students mentored across the country. On a lighter note, this collaboration has won the Guinness Book of Records for the number of authors on a publication, 15,025 authors. One interesting fact is also that all the projects are named after animals: falcon, cheetah, penguin, and we will be starting panther, so we can call them the zoo. This new partnership, however, offers a refreshing, accessible structure for students seeking to advance knowledge across diverse national and global contexts, and strengthens our commitment to producing graduates who are globally competent, yet deeply attuned to the needs of a society. It is coming on a well-laid foundation of over 10 years of collaboration, of mutual respect and friendship. This partnership reflects University of Lagos' broader vision of reimagining partnerships built on mutual respect, co-creation, and shared responsibility. The partnership will continue to create more experiences on lived realities and experiential learning through equitable engagement between the two institutions. The partnerships with the signing of an MoU with the University of Birmingham represents a major step towards globalizing Nigeria's higher education. It is a critical step towards enhancing global visibility, modernizing our curricula, and strengthening research fields such as AI, health sciences, engineering, and the social sciences. It focuses on transnational education to provide world-class training, and I dare say it is transnational education at its best. We welcome you all. So this morning, we welcome you all to the University of Lagos, to the university as we sign an MoU with a great friend of the university, to a great partner, the University of Birmingham, and to all the friends and, should I say, family that we have developed over the last 10 years. So welcome to this morning. Thank you.
Another resounding round of applause for the Vice Chancellor of the University of Lagos, the University of First Choice, and the nation's pride. Moving to the next remarks. From Nigeria to United Kingdom, it takes you 6 hours for 3 minutes. But before I say Jack Robinson, I'm landing at the University of Birmingham. And at this juncture, may I humbly and respectfully invite Professor Nick Vaughan Williams, Provost and Deputy Principal of University of Birmingham. A round of applause for him, please.
Well, thank you, and good morning. Honourable Minister, Deputy High Commissioner, Vice Chancellor, distinguished colleagues, partners and guests, it is a real pleasure to be here today and an honour to mark this moment together with the University of Lagos. I would like to begin by thanking the Honourable Minister for his leadership and vision, and for the support and encouragement he has shown towards deeper collaboration between Nigerian and UK institutions. I also wish to thank colleagues from the Tertiary Education Fund and the National Universities Commission for their engagement and guidance. Today's Memorandum of Understanding is not an announcement of an outcome. Rather, it is a statement of intent, of trust and seriousness of purpose. It commits our two great institutions, the University of Birmingham and the University of Lagos, to work together in a structured, evidence-led way to explore how we might work together to enable students to benefit from both a UNILAG and University of Birmingham education right here in Lagos. We at the University of Birmingham are hugely excited by this opportunity to learn from the University of Lagos, one of the leading institutions on the continent, and therefore a natural partner for the University of Birmingham, a Russell Group university, and one that's ranked 76th globally. Crucially, it sets out a shared process, one that is rigorous, comprehensive, and time-bound. And I am here on behalf of the Vice-Chancellor and Principal of the University of Birmingham, Professor Adam Tickell, to signal our commitment to this process at the very highest levels. But what matters most to us is how this work is done. Any future collaboration between us must be rooted in quality, academic integrity, and mutual benefit. It must align with Nigeria's national priorities, regulatory frameworks, and ambitions for the higher education system. And crucially, it must strengthen the standing of both of our institutions and nations. For the University of Birmingham, this work reflects our wider commitment to global engagement that is thoughtful rather than simply transactional. We believe that universities have a responsibility not only to educate, but to partner, to build capacity, to share knowledge, and to contribute to long-term social and economic development. So our approach to transnational education is deliberately cautious, it's principled. We proceed only where there is clear alignment of values, standards, and ambition. And I want to be absolutely clear, and to echo the words of the distinguished Vice-Chancellor, this is categorically and unambiguously a partnership of equals. Leadership of this work must sit firmly with UNILAG, supported by Birmingham, as a committed and respectful partner. We are acutely aware of the importance of ownership, context, and local leadership in any of our international collaborations. So the process that we must now embark upon will examine academic provision, student experience, governance, infrastructure, regulatory requirements, and financial sustainability openly and transparently. And if, at the end of this process, the decision is to proceed, and I really do hope that that is the outcome of this process, it will be because the case is strong, the conditions are right, and the opportunity is genuinely transformative for students. So let me close by expressing once again my sincere thanks to all those who have made this momentous occasion possible. To the Honourable Minister for his leadership and encouragement, to the Vice-Chancellor and colleagues at UNILAG for their openness, their partnership and their friendship, and to our colleagues in government and regulatory bodies representing both Nigeria and the United Kingdom for your guidance and your stewardship. We look forward to the work ahead, carefully, collaboratively, and with ambition, grounded in responsibility. Thank you very much.
I think you should be used to me by now. It won't be out of place if we give our Provost and Deputy Principal, University of Birmingham, Professor Nick Vaughan Williams, another resounding round of applause. Moving to the next person that will be speaking to us this wonderful morning, may I humbly invite the British Deputy High Commissioner, Johnny Baxter.
Thank you very much, and good morning, Honourable Minister, Vice-Chancellor, Provost, and all of the distinguished guests and ladies and gentlemen here present. It is a real privilege to join all of you here today on this landmark occasion. And I want to start off by recognising the leadership of the University of Lagos and the University of Birmingham for their vision and their commitment and their determination. But I also want to express my appreciation for the role of many Nigerian government agencies as well, and also UK partners in enabling transnational education frameworks which allow partnerships like this to flourish. We're all aware that Nigeria's higher education sector faces significant capacity challenges, with over 1.3 million qualified students unable to secure admission. And we feel that partnerships like this are a practical solution, intending to bring world-class UK education to Nigeria and expanding access to high-quality UK degrees locally. And artificial intelligence and data science, one of the focuses of this partnership, are critical to the future of work and economic growth. And by investing in these areas, we are definitely equipping young Nigerians with the skills to thrive and indeed to flourish in the global digital economy. The UK government strongly supports partnerships like this as part of our broader ambition to deepen educational ties and to foster innovation. And we are proud to see a Russell Group university leading this initiative, which reflects the quality and prestige of UK higher education. This collaboration would benefit students, institutions and regulators, building capacity, transferring knowledge and strengthening policy implementation. And we hope that this would become a model for future UK-Nigeria partnerships in priority sectors. So congratulations to both universities on reaching this point, and we will watch future progress with much interest. As the Provost said, we're all very keen that this should go further to the next stage. And more broadly, the United Kingdom looks forward to continuing to work with Nigeria to unlock opportunities for young people and, importantly, to drive inclusive growth. Thank you.
Another excellent talk delivered by the British Deputy High Commissioner, Johnny Baxter. Another round of applause for him, please. It's now time for the remarks by the TETFund Executive Secretary, here represented by Director, Academic Staff Training and Development, Dr. Adiza Ismail.
Thank you. Good morning, Honorable Minister of... Thank you, my height. Honorable Minister of Education, our very own, the Vice Chancellor, University of Lagos, the Vice Chancellor, University of Birmingham, the ESNUC. I don't want to go on, all protocols duly observed. I would first of all like to register the apologies of the Executive Secretary of TETFund. He is unavoidably absent. He would have loved to be here. I would proceed to read his message, his remarks. It gives me great pleasure to be part of this important occasion marking the signing of the MoU between the University of Birmingham and the University of Lagos under the Transnational Education Program. This partnership reflects our shared commitment to advancing research collaboration, postgraduate training, and global academic engagement. In the pursuit of its mandate, TETFund has continued to promote strategic partnerships that strengthen research capacity, enhance postgraduate training, and align Nigerian universities with global best practices. The TNE program provides a structured framework for collaboration in areas such as joint postgraduate degrees, co-supervised research, shared curricula, and collaborative research projects. These initiatives are essential for building advanced skills, improving the quality of supervision, and ensuring that our postgraduate programs remain globally competitive while addressing national development priorities. The University of Birmingham is internationally renowned for its research excellence and strong postgraduate training, while the University of Lagos remains one of Nigeria's leading universities with a proven record of academic excellence and innovation. This collaboration therefore brings together complementary strengths that will support high-quality joint programs and impactful research outcomes. TETFund is particularly encouraged by the potential of this partnership. With the suspension of our foreign scholarship scheme in November 2024, this initiative will allow continued access to quality degrees, collaborative research, as well as reduce academic migration and retain talent within our institutions. While today's signing is symbolic, our focus remains on implementation and results. TETFund expects this MoU to translate into active programs, measurable research outputs, effective quality assurance, and sustainable institutional collaboration. I commend the leadership of both universities for their vision and commitment to academic advancement. I also acknowledge the role of regulatory and quality assurance bodies on both sides in ensuring that transnational education initiatives meet approved standards, particularly our sister agency, the National Universities Commission, for their untiring efforts throughout this journey. As this MoU is signed today, may it mark the beginning of a productive and enduring partnership. TETFund remains committed to supporting collaborations that strengthen research, advance postgraduate training, and enhance the global standing of Nigerian tertiary institutions. I thank you for your attention. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ma. Dr. Adiza Ismail, Director, Academic Staff Training and Development at Tertiary Education Trust Fund, here standing in for Architect Sunday Silva Togo Echono, ON, the Executive Secretary of TETFund. We now move to the next person who will be addressing this gathering, former Vice Chancellor of the Federal University of Technology, Yola, and pioneer Vice Chancellor of Suleiman Lamido University, Catherine Hausa in Jigawa, but more importantly, the ninth Executive Secretary of National Universities Commission, Professor Abdullahi Yusuf Ribadu. A round of applause for him.
Honorable Minister of Education, Dr. Tunji Maruf Alausa, CON, the Vice Chancellor, University of Lagos, the Deputy Provost and Deputy Principal of the University of Birmingham, the Deputy High Commissioner of the United Kingdom in Nigeria, representative of the ES of TETFund and Director of Academic Staff Training, Dr. Adiza Ismail, the Country Director of the British Council, our friend Donna, Principal Officers of University of Lagos, including the DVCs, the Registrar, BAS, University Librarian, staff, distinguished guests, students of UNILAG, and gentlemen of the press. It is indeed my pleasure to address this gathering for the signing of an MoU between the University of Lagos and University of Birmingham, one of the Russell groups, member of the Russell group. I attended Liverpool, and I think University of Liverpool also in the Russell group, right? Good, good. This partnership marks the formalization of a new alliance focused on joint research initiatives, staff and student exchange programs, and collaborative academic ventures. It opens up opportunities for both universities to contribute to knowledge exchange and enhance their academic reputation. The NUC has long been at the forefront of promoting transnational education in Nigeria, recognizing its role in widening access to university education. 2023, the Commission issued guidelines to regulate partnerships with international institutions. This collaboration, today's signing of the MoU, aligns with the Commission's core mandate of ensuring the delivery of quality education in Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, the NUC will focus on 3 key priorities in guiding this partnership. First, we will ensure that transnational education partners meet the same high standards as Nigerian universities, while also learning from global best practices. Secondly, we will support universities to promote knowledge exchange, joint research, and innovation that produce tangible benefits for students, staff, and the wider society. Thirdly, the NUC will provide clear and consistent guidelines so that universities and their partners know exactly what is expected. In conclusion, the National Universities Commission commends the leadership of both universities for initiating this collaboration. We look forward to its successful implementation and reaffirm the NUC's commitment to supporting similar partnerships that advance quality education in Nigeria. I must not end this address without recognizing the NUC's Director for Open and E-Learning, Dr. Morivisha, who has been very focused on this, and my technical assistant, Shatima, and also the staff of the Ministry of Education, the special assistants to the Minister that are all here. Thank you and good morning.
Thank you very much, Professor Abdullahi Yusufu Ribadu, the Executive Secretary of National Universities Commission. We've heard from the Vice Chancellor of University of Lagos. We've heard from Johnny Baxter. We've heard from Dr. Adiza. We just heard from Professor Ribadu. It's high time we listened to the man who is breaking all the grounds as far as education is concerned, and that's where we are heading to. And if you look at where he's seated and where the UNILAG Vice Chancellor is seated, there's something that is more of a nexus that I discovered from the Fourth Republic as far as Nigeria is concerned. When you look at the roll call of Ministers of Education, he is the 13th, and the Vice Chancellor is also the 13th. And when you now look at the Vice Chancellor, how she's breaking all the first, and how the Honorable Minister of Education, Dr. Tunji Alausa, CON, is breaking all the grounds, you want to say that he's truly a proud alumnus of University of Lagos. A round of applause for Honorable Minister.
Thank you, MC. Let me begin by acknowledging the wonderful work that the Vice Chancellor of University of Lagos is doing, Professor Folashade Tolulope Ogunshola. Thank you for all your service to the education sector and to our country. And also let me warmly welcome, let me warmly welcome the Provost of and the Deputy Principal of University of Birmingham, Professor Nick Vaughan Williams. Thank you, and I hope you've been enjoying the warm weather of Lagos, which is in contrast to what exists currently in the UK and Europe. I also would like to acknowledge the Executive Secretary of Nigeria University Commission, Professor Ribadu, the Deputy High Commissioner, British High Commissioner to Nigeria, Johnny Baxter, members of the principal staff of the University of Lagos, and I'll use Professor Leshi as a point of reference, and the country director of British Council, Donna McGowan, and also I would like to use this opportunity to publicly acknowledge and thank Professor Ademuyiwa of the Department of Pediatric Surgery. Could you stand up to be recognized for all the wonderful work you're doing with the National Institute of Health Research and Global Surgery, as well as Professor Dan Morton. Thank you for your service to our country and to the continent. Thank you so much. And let me also recognize the other members of the delegation of the University of Birmingham team. Lake Wells, Cathy Gilbert, thank you. I've seen a lot of you, and as each time passes by, we're getting closer, and hopefully we'll get to the final point where we'll have the first students at some point, and hope it won't be too long in the distant future. I also would like to acknowledge the faculty members of this great university, University of Lagos, that are here, the students that are here. I see some medical students at the back. Thank you, and members of the press, invited guests. It is with immense pleasure and profound optimism. Hello? Okay, it's better. It is. Sorry. It's still not okay. Hello? Okay. It is with immense pleasure and profound optimism that I join you today to celebrate this landmark partnership between the University of Lagos and the University of Birmingham. This MoU signifies a bold and audacious step towards transforming Nigeria's education landscape, catapulting our country into a hub of academic excellence, innovation, and intellectual curiosity. The federal government of Nigeria approved the transnational education policy, outlining guidelines for cross-border implementation. This policy aims to boost access to tertiary education, ease placement pressures, and foster global exchange of ideas and research. It is designed to attract foreign investment and funding to the government and institutions, driving growth and development in the Nigeria education sector. In alignment with this, as a Minister of Education, I'm committed to driving reforms that enhance quality, accessibility, and global competitiveness in our education sector. This partnership aligns perfectly with our vision to harness international collaborations to drive innovation, research, and skill development, as outlined in our Nigeria Education Sector Renewal Initiative. Our goal is to create an ecosystem that fosters critical thinking, creativity, and entrepreneurship, empowering our graduates to compete globally and contribute meaningfully to national development. The NESRI, the Nigeria Education Sector Renewal Initiative, emphasizes infrastructure development, teacher training, and technology integration, all of which will be boosted by this partnership. A transnational education partnership opened the door to exciting research collaboration in cutting-edge fields such as areas of data science, healthcare, artificial intelligence. It also has the potential to increase access to globally recognized programs for Nigerian students, expanding their horizons and opportunities for personal and professional growth. Furthermore, this partnership provides students with international exposure, thereby shaping them into captains in their respective fields. The impact on Nigeria's socio-economic development is substantial, with potential breakthroughs in critical sectors, leveraging our partners' expertise to address local and global challenges. The model of transnational education partnership we're witnessing today is the University of Birmingham validated study programs to be delivered at the University of Lagos. This collaboration has the potential to increase access to quality education and provide access to international top-tier academic programs and prestigious degree, enhance curriculum and pedagogy, improve employability and skill acquisition, as well as foster exchange and global networking. I commend both universities for their progressive leadership and look forward to seeing the impact of this partnership on our students, institutions, and Nigeria as a nation. As we embark on this journey, I urge all stakeholders to seize this opportunity to shape the future of Nigeria education. Together, we can create a brighter future for our children, our nation, and the world. Thank you.
Another resounding locomotive on ending, and a seedless round of applause for Dr. Tunji Alausa, Commander of the Order of Niger and Honorable Minister of Education of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That was an excellent speech. Please give me a round of applause, please. When your action inspires people to do more, learn more, and become more, you are just truly a leader. And that's what Dr. Tunji Alausa, CON, exemplifies all the time. We are proud of you, sir. Thank you very much. We are now heading to that historic moment where the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding between the University of First Choice, and I pride to say that University of Lagos is the only university that was installed by an Act of Parliament in 1962 October, the only university you can access by air, by road, and of course by the lagoon front. And my Vice Chancellor, Professor Folashade Tolulope Ogushola, ONFAS, is making frantic effort that in no distant time you begin to access UNILAG by tube and by train. We are now going to witness the signing of the MoU. Professor Folashade Tolulope Ogushola, ONFAS, Vice Chancellor of University of Lagos, and the representative of the Vice Chancellor and Principal of the University of Birmingham, Professor Adam Tickle, who is unavoidably absent, but here with us, the Provost and Deputy Principal, Professor Nick Vaughan Williams. The historic moment. Congratulations to the Honorable Minister of Education, Dr. Tunji Alausa, Commander of the Order of Niger. Congratulations to University of Lagos. Congratulations to University of Birmingham for this historic moment that will go down history, that this happened at the hallowed chamber of University of Lagos. With the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding, the exchange is happening. Congratulations, Professor Folashade Tolulope Ogushola, ONFAS. Congratulations, Professor Nick Vaughan Williams, Provost and Deputy Principal, University of Birmingham. Congratulations to the entire entourage of University of Birmingham. Congratulations to the British Deputy High Commissioner, Johnny Baxter. And congratulations to our very own Honorable Minister of Education of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Dr. Tunji Alausa, CON. We now use that occasion to have a group photograph to capture this auspicious occasion, and after which the rendition of the national anthem to close this event. Congratulations to both parties. Congratulations. While we are still standing, can we just take the national anthem, first stanza? Here we are, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Though tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigeria's all and proud to serve our sovereign motherland. From the hallowed chamber of University of Lagos, the second floor of the Senate building, where this historic event took place, my name is Oluwaseun. Thank you very much. Adios, amigos. Gracias. Obrigado. Siabonga. Danke. Merci. God bless you. And have a productive day.